Imaginary numbers is what we're going to look at today. The question is, which of the following is the correct simplification of the expression bracket 2i minus 3 close the bracket minus bracket open 6 plus 4i close the bracket, where I is equal to square root of minus 1. Now, this kind of question usually pops up enough most of the time in SAT. It is under the topic imaginary numbers. Now, this is a very simple question. We have 2i minus 3, then minus 6 plus 4i. All we just have to do is to open the bracket. That's 2i minus 3. Then this will turn to minus 6, and this one will turn to minus 4i, right? So what we have now is 2i minus 4i, that's minus 2i. Minus 3 minus 6, that is minus 9. So our answer is minus 2i minus 9, and that's option A. That's minus 9 and minus 2i. So that's the simplification. This I is equal to root minus 1 does not really play a major role. Right? Now let's have another question under imaginary number from SAT. The question is, given that I is equal to root minus 1, which of the following is equivalent to 6i squared minus 7i, close the bracket, then plus 3 plus 6i. They gave us options. What are the options? 6i squared plus I plus 3. Another option, minus 3 minus I. Option C, minus 9 minus I. And option D, 10. So these are the options given to us as which of them will be equivalent of this expression. Now, let us look at the expression. 6i squared. This is the main work here, because if we open the bracket, it's going to give us 6i squared minus 7i. Then open this one, that's plus 3 plus 6i. So our major work will be on this 6i squared. We have been given that I is equal to root minus 1. If you square both sides, that means I squared is equal to minus 1. Okay? So this is the fact. So that turns this 6i squared to 6 times minus 1. Because I squared is what? Minus 1. Remember, we have been given that I is equal to root minus 1. That means I squared is equal to what? Minus 1. Then minus 7i plus 3 plus 6i. Now, when you multiply this further, you have minus 6 minus 7i plus 3 plus 6i. Now, minus 6 plus 3 is what? Minus 6 plus 3 is what? That's minus 3. Minus 7i plus 6i is what? Minus I. So this is our answer, which is option B. So we have minus 3 minus I. Right? Let's take the last example, the last question on imaginary number from SAT. The question says, which of the following is equivalent to 17 plus 7i in bracket, then another bracket, 3 plus 3 minus 5i. And again, we are told that I is equal to root minus 1. Then the options given to us are 16, 86, 16 minus 64i, and lastly, 86 minus 64i. These are the options given A, B, C, D. That each of them will be equivalent to, will be equal to these. So we have to open the bracket. That means we have to expand. 17 times 3 is what? That is 51. 17 times minus 5i is minus 85i. 7i times 3 is plus 21i. And then 7i times minus 5i is minus 35i squared. Plus 7i times minus 5i is minus 35i squared. Remember that your I square is minus 1. Take note of that. Remember that that I square is equal to minus 1. So that means we have 51 minus 85i plus 21i minus 35 into minus 1. So that's 51 minus 85i plus 21i. So we are taking 20. This is minus 85i and this is plus 21. Okay, so what we have there, we have minus 64i. Okay, then this one turns to plus 35. Right? Minus 85i plus 21i is minus 64i. Please be careful as you are doing this. You may use your calculator. It's a calculator-based question. Okay, so you can use your calculator. Minus 85i plus 25i is minus 64i. Then this one is minus 35 times minus 1 turns to plus what? 35. Adding 35 and 51 gives us 86 minus 64i. So this is our answer, which is option D. Right? Thank you very much. This is part 1 of imaginary numbers with respect to SAT. I'd like you to subscribe to my videos and like the video, and so subscribe to my channel and like this video. Please, this will encourage us to make more of these to help you and other students as well. Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to see you in my next video.